this Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Y'all, come on out. We're going to do a little work this morning. I just thought I might bring y'all along with me, and we'll see where it goes from there. We don't know. Who knows what God will give us to say. But we're going to do I want to paint these doors, and then I might move around and paint my front doors. So I thought I'd just bring y'all along with me this morning, and hey, and let y'all come outside with me for a while I do some work. Yeah, y'all get to see me work. First thing we gotta do is open my paint. I don't know if y'all can see my porch. I painted it last week. I want to do the rails. I want to do these rails. I gotta finish them up, redo them. And this over here, I gotta do all these. But today I wanted to just do the doors. See at the bottom? Let's see, let me move y'all over. Y'all can't see it probably. Well, let's see. Right here at the bottom where they've got skin up real bad. I wanted to paint those. So, y'all, first thing is to move this out of my way a little bit. I've got to go get my broom. I had my back door open this morning and it was cool air coming in. It felt so good. I love it. This is going to be my kind of weather, y'all. I know it is y'all's too. The cobwebs, they're bad on my back porch. Pen opener for paint somewhere, but Lord only knows where it's at. And I think I'm going to use my brush on this. I'm going to use my big brush on this one, on my back door project. So y'all can just come along with me, and I'll work for a few minutes, and we might chit-chat a little bit. I don't know. Not let Casper outside because he will get in my paint, probably. so much. I used to paint my house inside and out. I painted inside. I think I painted every wall in my house. But after a while, I just got burnt out on painting. And now I just do not care for painting. But if you own a place, you have to keep it up a little bit because nobody else is going to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. And I should have get out here early in the morning and do this when it's cooler of the day, instead of after it's done got hot. I could take these down, but I've got tacks in them, and I really didn't want to fool with taking them down. So, I'm trying to see if I can do it without taking them down. Do y'all like painting? I am having trouble right here, y'all, with this. It's not working out too good with this curtain up here. I'm not going to like it as good as I did the red, because the red's my favorite for doors. My front door's red too. But it's going to work. It's going to do for this time painting. And this is in my way, so I may have to wind up taking it down. Hopefully I don't. I believe I can do it. Look, I'm already painting myself. I'm glad this paint washes off good. hear them crows hollering. Don't know what they're hollering about. This right here is some good paint, y'all. One coat's all you need. No, no, Catherine. Y'all, I am not in the mood to paint today. But I've already started it, so now I gotta finish the doors up anyway. I will finish the doors and then I probably won't do anything else. Yeah, when you own something, it's not like renting it when you own it. If it's yours, you got to keep it up. If you just rent a property, you let somebody else worry about that. But when it's yours, you're the one that has to keep the maintenance up on it. If you don't, it gets so run down. So, it's up to me to do it. So, I do what I can. And something else I don't like either painting, I don't like doing trim. Oh, I don't like the trimming. The real hard stuff. I get paint everywhere. Because I don't have the patience like I used to when I'd paint. Now I want to do it and get it done. I get in too big of a hurry. When I paint now, I get in a big hurry. And I get everywhere. I don't take my time at it, and I should. I get too rushed. I want to get it done. I always want to get it done. One door down, one more to go. And then if I decide to go ahead and do the front door, that'll be next if I do. Phone keeps dinging. Let me take a, I should have brought me something out here to dry my hands on. My phone keeps dinging. Let me check my phone and see who's a calling or who's texting. Okay. I don't know what all the dinging was about, but it wasn't important. It wasn't for me. I usually like to do my painting in the spring and in the fall. If I do any work around my trailer, I do spring and fall. I know it's going to get on this curtain, but I don't care because it's old and it's wore out anyway. So it don't really matter. If it was new, I'd take it down. But I don't care if it gets paint on it or not. I don't want it to, but if it does, I ain't worrying about it because it's old. And it's going to get paint on it. If I paint it, it's going to get paint on it. people bored with my videos, so that's when I try to do different things sometimes. You know, change it up a little bit, because I don't want to bore people to death. I know they can always change it and not watch it, but I always like something on here that it might interest people, you know. Not talking about people that can go hire people to do the work for them. People that has to get out and do the work themselves. They can't afford to hire people to work for them. Almost got the trimming done. And then I can use my bigger brush. My dog, you see him inside the window? He thinks he's got to follow me wherever I go. I can't go to the bathroom without him beside of me. And everywhere I go, he's right there. And he'll sit at that door right there probably till I come in. He's a devoted dog to me, that's for sure. And I haven't had him probably too long of a time. And this window right here, I cleaned the other day. I don't know if y'all can see it. But when I let Casper outside, he'll put his nose where slobbers all over it. I don't know how people keep their house clean. I can't do it. I sure can't do it. Okay, let's finish this painting on this side with this big brush. See if I can do it without getting it all over me. The name of my video is Country Girl and Her Bible on YouTube. And we're all country. Country people works. We're not scared to get our hands dirty. We're not afraid to use what God's given us. He gave us two hands to use. A lot of people have got money. They'll hire people to come and do it. But country people, most of the time, they don't have the money to hire people to go come work for them. So they'll get out there and do things themselves. And they feel rewarded when they get done because of what they've achieved. They've done it themselves. And it makes you feel so good when you do something yourself. You feel you get something accomplished and you look at it and say, I did that. I did that. But people that pay somebody to come do it, what do they get out of it? They don't have to work, but yet, you know, they don't have to work, but yet they didn't accomplish nothing themselves. But when you hire something, you do it yourselves, you feel good about it. God gave me two hands. As long as I can use them, I'm going to use them and use what I got when I got it, you know. Even if I had money, I wouldn't want nobody to come, you know, to pay people to come and work for me. I probably wouldn't. I'd still do it myself. Because I like to achieve stuff. I like to see stuff get done. I like to make stuff pretty. You know? I think God's the same way. He'll take us and put us on the potter's wheel, and He'll shape us and mold us and make something beautiful out of us. God loves to make something ugly, make something beautiful out of something ugly. He will. He'll take your life if you feel like it's ugly and make something beautiful out of it. Let me step back and look and see if I got it all. Did I get it all? Did I leave it? See, I don't like that as good as I do the red. I love the red. And I was going to do my front door this color. I probably will, since I got a whole lot of paint left over, but I still got to do the railings on my porch. I still got to get them done. But that's going to be another day when it cools off a little more. And I need to do the white trimming around the door. I could do them gray, but I really don't want them gray. I don't think I'm going to paint my front door today because it's too hot here. So, I'll be right back, y'all. Don't go away. I just stuck my hand in paint. Y'all have learned a little trick. Y'all might already know it, but I've learned it from, I think it's with Joanne Gaines. If you don't want to wash your paintbrush out, put them in a plastic bag, close them up real good, and when you get ready to use them again, they're just like you just got done using them. I learned that from Joanne Gaines, watching her shows. And it does work because I've tried it before. So I'm not going to wash it out because I'm doing the video. So. Alright. Got paint on me. Got paint on me, y'all. See? Country girl. Looky there. How did I get it up my arm? Get it up my arm. Y'all probably saw when I did it, but I don't know when I did it. I'm like my brother-in-law. My sister Barbara, she's redoing her built-home room, and she's making her bedroom out of it. It was like a little extra little pretty room she had fixed up. She's redoing it, making her bedroom. My brother-in-law Alan went over yesterday, and I was over there at that moment, and he came over there and he was painting. He come over in his good clothes. I said, we both were saying, Alan, you come over here in your clothes painting. Here, I didn't go put on something else. I have old shirts that I do paint in and stuff, or I get something that's real old I'm not going to wear again, and I'll paint it. But this morning I didn't do it, did I? I just painted with what I had on. Yep. Painted with what I had on. Oh. Yeah, I don't like it as good as the red. I would like to do these, but I like to have them a bright color, maybe yellow. That's what I would like. I like bright colors, but I don't know yet, but I would like to paint them before it gets cold weather. I got outside yesterday and I did some trimming on my, I don't know if you can see it, my banana tree. I trimmed a lot of the leaves off of it on the bottom. I cut a lot of weeds right here. I cut a lot of weeds down there. And I mowed my front yard, did a lot of weed eating in the front yard. But, oh, now, even with paint on me, y'all, I'm going to run in the house and grab my bottle of water. Kelly's got cat food all over the back porch. I like to knock it under the porch so through the cracks so they'll go under there and eat it and not get on my porch. If it was one or two, it'd be different, but not 4 or 5. Hang on, be right back. My daughter wants to come over in a while and get her some banana trees. I got several picked out for her that she can dig up. And I just hope they live this time of year. I transplanted some last week and looked like 2 or 3 of them's not making it, but the other ones look like they might make it. I just don't never know. I don't even know what seasons you're supposed to transplant. But I do that and my elephant ears. I always done it anytime I wanted to do it. I'm outside and they always live. Nope, nope. I try to keep the cat shoot off my back porch because I don't want it to smell like cats. I can just paint it. Well, hope everybody's doing good. I went to the house just now and I noticed I had my air on 79. I said, what? It's hot now, so I turned that motor down to about 69. Okay. I am painted up, but it will wash off easy, but I'll do it in a little bit when I get done talking with y'all. That means I was tired anyway. I got up at Bible study this morning. Yeah, Heather, you went in Bible study this morning, girl. Thank you, Heather. I don't like that color on my doors. I like red doors. But anyway, it's painting. And I got to paint all these rails, and they're hard to paint because they're small. You have to use a little paintbrush, and you just might as well sit down and just take your time and put you on some gospel music. Because you're going to be here a while doing that. So I'm going to wait till one cool morning, and I'll bring y'all along with me if I don't forget, and let y'all watch me paint those. This thing got hot, but wasn't it nice last night, y'all? Early this morning when I got up, I opened the back door up and raised my windows and aired out my trailer. It felt so good. We're still in Revelations in the Bible, in our Bible study. We're still talking about Revelations. We're in chapter, we did 10 this morning. I believe it was 10. Y'all, it is so interesting when you're talking about Revelations. I don't know about y'all, but I'm interested in Revelations. I always have. I wanted people to preach on it and teach me about it, but I got where I was just hungry and I'd read it and study it, and it's hard to understand it. So sometimes I would Google it and go online and try to find what it means, but it's like, you don't hear nobody teaching and preaching on it hardly anymore. They might be now more than ever, I don't know, but anyway, it interests me about what's going to happen after the rapture. It makes you, get you a hunger and a desire to help people now, to help them and tell them don't go there. Don't be left here after the rapture to go through tribulations. Nobody don't want to go through tribulations. Let me tell you, you don't want to go through tribulations. I don't want nobody I know going through tribulations. I don't want nobody I don't know going through tribulations, but I know there will be people in it, because there's going to be people that still will deny God, even after all the things that the judgment God's going to pour out on them. Yeah, and they still will curse God. I can't believe that. People is so evil. Evil. But I want to be on that first load out of here, don't y'all? I do. Take me out, Lord. So don't leave me here after that trumpet sounds. Oh, what a day. Until then, he said occupy, and that's what I'm doing. I'm occupying, I'm working, and doing videos, and I'm trying to stay busy, and going to church, and trying to help, and be a help, and do all I can. And that's what you need to be doing. Do all you can for God while we can. Because one day we probably can't do what we want to do. And till then, we need to be doing it and telling people. Tell people about the love of God. Oh, I need to get me some fall stuff, y'all. I need some fall decorations to hang out here. Usually in fall, I like to stay on my back porch a lot. I already get me some different colored paint and paint right here on the side of my trailer beside the doors, but I don't want to paint. Paint it different colors, like a burnt orange or something like that. I like bright colors. I don't like dull, dreary colors. I mean, I want things to make you feel good and cheerful and happy. I don't want to be, you ever see people that are lost and just don't want to know about God? They're just lost and depressed. They want the room dark, the curtains dark. They want the room closed. They don't want light in there. They don't want the light to shine. But I want the light shine. I like windows. I said, if I ever have a house, could build me a house, which I never would probably on this earth. I'm speaking it out. We're supposed to watch what we speak out. But in heaven, I may have my mansion. It might be all glass. I love a glass house because I don't like feel like I'm just closed up in something. I don't like that. I want to be free. I want to be free. In the spirit and out of the, in the natural. I want to feel free. I don't want to be in bondage to Satan. I don't want to be in bondage inside of a house. I want to be able to open the curtains and look out. I want to be free. Feel like I'm free even though I'm between walls. I want the windows open, the curtains open. A lot of people keep them closed up, and that's depressing. If you're a depressed person, you don't need to be in a room where you keep the curtains closed up all the time. You open those curtains up, raise them blinds, and you let that sun shine in. You let the sun shine in. I always thought, this is my thinking, I said, Satan don't like the light. He wants it dark. He likes the room to be dark. Because that's why when you see people depressed and away from God, or, you know, whatever the situation is, they don't like it light. They want it dark. They want it dark. I want the light to shine, and we're supposed to be like we're supposed to shine for the Lord too. Well, yeah, I'm glad you come along and watch me paint a little bit, but I think I'll hop off here and get in here and rest a minute and clean myself up before my daughter gets here, and we're going to go out probably and dig up a few banana trees. I'm going to see if she can get some of these elephant ears, because I've always been blessed with elephant ears. They multiply. But I'm going to give her a few. I got one, two, I got about 3 maybe picked out that might be easy to dig up. Maybe a couple in the front yard. Just, I don't know. They're hard to dig up. Sometimes you can break them off at the root before you get the root dug up. And that's what you have to be very careful for. And sometimes I do that. So trying to find her something that's easy to dig. But we'll get it. Yeah, got so much I want to do. But I need to go in here and get this off my hands and rest a while. Just sit back and rest a while, and maybe make me a good old sandwich, maybe a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Wouldn't that be good? I got some ham and turkey, but I don't want no meat. I want something like jelly and peanut butter. Or a bowl of cereal. I want something like, because I'm about to get hungry. Well, y'all, thank y'all for coming by and watching this video. And I'm going to get off here, and I will talk to you on my next video. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.